Just shanked it. Today, a bit of a controversial intro, you could say. Is DTC dead? Well, the answer to that is no, it's not. And this is a prime example with today the Sub 70 TA3 irons. Now I'm going to hit a shot and we'll talk a little bit more about them. All right, dog legs right. What, Noah, what shot do you want?
Baby fade.
Baby fade. You baby fade, he says. All right, have you watched me before? Well, yeah. So far so good. Hit a few shots with these now, and I mean, one of the first videos we did when we moved over here was Sub 70. Having never tested them but heard a lot about them over in Australia, I wanted to give them a try. Was very impressed with the models that we tested. I think that runaway trolley was the Sub 70 video. Whee! Oh, jeez Louise. Nah, it's probably been deleted from the archives, that. But today we've got the Sub 70 TA3 irons, a big range Sub 70 have, a part of the range that's muscle back, better players for sure. And we've got the 4 iron, the 7 iron, and the pitching wedge. We're going to be playing a few holes, see how we get on with them. Visually, like, I'm not one for the modern sort of vibe on a muscle back, but I think Sub 70 have absolutely nailed it. Sharp edges, but not too much where it's like, you know, like a teenager's bedroom full of band posters. It's quite clean still.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But aesthetically, very pleasing. That 4 iron fade, Noah. It was a fade, just in case you were wondering. What does the pitching wedge feel like, though, is the important thing. Do you want to zoom in on that? Do you want to just, Noah, zoom in on that. Zoom in. See where that's ended? Look at that. See that? Is that in shot? It's close. I can play golf sometimes. What's that? Is that even 3 feet? It works well. It's spun. Nice and soft pitching wedge. Probably like a half pitching wedge. I'd get flag out, but I'm not going to miss this. I nearly did. Well, that's not a bad birdie opener, is it? Hi, Mum. So, the Sub 70 TA3s. Talk about attractive. These have been sat at my desk staring at me, drooling at me whilst I've been drooling at them. I think more I've been drooling at them, to be honest with you. But DTC, like I say, you forget the whole manufacturer side. You think it's been cutting corners. No, this is forged. This is still forged. And in terms of tech, we've got that progressive technology. And in terms of tech, we've got that progressive technology. And in terms of tech, we've got that progressive technology from the longer irons to the mid irons to the shorter irons to really assist that particular part of the game. So the longer irons, we've got tungsten low in the head to give us a higher launch. Mid, we've got that mid-flight, and then obviously the shorter stuff, we're talking about dispersion, tight, and a lot of spin and control. Ready when I am? I don't think I'm ready. We'll see. Wind's off the left. We've got it's a long par 4 with these. Yeah, it's a beautiful looking iron down at the ball. Very, very clean, limited offset. Not much of a top line though. But anyway, let's go. Just shanked it. Oh my goodness. So I didn't just shank it into the tree about 120 yards. That didn't happen. But I thought this would be good. I did that on purpose because I thought this is a lovely little lighted area. We could probably play a little stinger now from this lie. What do you think? I'm all for that. I'm all for that. So to give you an idea, it doesn't take a scientist to understand that these are muscle backs in the blade category, basically. So on the website of sub 70, they say plus handicap to 5. I mean, you look at tour players, are they still playing a blade? No, they're probably going the cavity back, a bit more mass, a bit more support, but still that option's there. Extremely low offset, like none at all. Launch variable, which is the reason why you go for a set of these clubs, because we've got that different launch window. You can decide, you can even shank it into a tree 100 yards if you want to. That option's there. Extremely workability. On a workability scale, this is as high as it goes. So if you want to be able to draw, fade, there's no better club for it, as long as you can actually make contact with the face. The face is very underrated. So to the pitching wedge, and I think the whole story about these irons are, you think lower handicapper doesn't need help. Everyone in golf needs help. This game is so difficult. But the idea is the help and assistance in a set of irons like these is much more subtle, and it's more to do with weighting shifting. So again, like that mass lower in the longer stuff. We definitely don't need that in the pitching wedge. Right, wind behind. It's a lovely looking pitching wedge as well. Aye, aye, aye. Look at the spin on that. It was it made that exact noise. Did, honestly. Not sure if we're going to include this in the video or not, but this is one of the hardest, longest par 4s, I'd say, in NI. Like, it should be a par 5. It is a par 5 from certain teapots. So if we can par this from here with a shank that went 100 yards into a tree, a stinger, and then a very high spinny wedge shot, I'd be pretty happy. You know, what a par. Pars don't come much better than this, do they? Hit it! I had it! I had it! Oh well. Oh well. We deserve a bogey, don't we? We deserve a bogey. Oh, we deserve a double. So someone said to me the other day, Al, is direct-to-consumer DTC golf clubs, are they dead? Well, how about your opinion on this? Do these look dead? Come and have a look. Does that look dead to you? So we've been sent the 4-iron, the 7-iron and the pitching wedge, which really does highlight the different aspects of progressive technology. We're going to play a par 5. I'm going to regret this decision. 8th hole at Lisbon. It sits at over 500 yards. I'll remind you, I have a 4-iron, I have a 7-iron, and I have a pitching wedge. What do we score? Right, Al, pep talk, don't shank it. Wow. There's absolutely nothing shanked about that one. Jeez. So that was straight into the teeth. Obviously, in terms of construction, this is the last sort of construction you want into the teeth of the wind, especially with my groove low strike, let's say. Balloons up, lots of spin. We're not going to get there in 2, but I still feel like we could set ourselves up for a very good birdie. So the interesting thing for me is, feel-wise, you look at the price range of this compared to, let's say, the more premium bracket. This feels as good as anything when you middle it. When you don't, you really do know about it. But I mean, that shot there was centered and it felt fantastic. Oh, get that one on camera. Might stick that one on Insta Reels, hey? It's an iron video. Don't switch it off. So you can probably tell I'm not working the camera. We've got a new guy, Noah, on the camera. Wave Noah in front of the lens. Lovely. I'm putting him through I'm testing him today to see what, you know. Not ready, are we? Oh, you're getting faster. Right. So we've got the satin available. Now be prepared, you know, relax, because your heart rate's about to probably go up a few knots, because this is not the only finish available. There's also a raw finish. Get ready. There's also a black. So, seeing as these are made for the better player, muscle back design, you can expect traditional lofts. 32 degrees is the 7-iron. We've got obviously from 40 approach wedge in the spec sheet down below if you want to check that out, for specific lofts. My three, well, ABCs of why I like this club so much. Number one, we've got to start with price. These are so well priced. We're looking, I think, roughly for a set, $650 US. Yes, you heard me. There's no one in front of that. $650 US for a set. You can build what you want to, custom specs on the website. The strong pro for these irons, of course, A, is price. B, looks. Hard to really argue. Anyone in the comment section that doesn't find these attractive, I'd say we'll put a little Specsavers link down below, 5% off some glasses, because I think these are stunning. I really rate the looks at a dress and from a shelf appeal, so be strong on looks. So I'm gonna go C. I was gonna go feel, but in terms of, I'd say just performance. On all scale, there's not been an issue I've had with these where I've gone, they look hideous, they sound hideous, they perform hideous. It's a tick in every single category, so yes, C, performance. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure, it has. What a set of irons. It's been quite surprising. I've had a lot more, I feel like I've had a lot more support than what it probably looks. It looks quite scary, that forehand, especially that first shot. But again, that clip's been deleted from the archives. No one shanked it. It didn't go 100 yards into a tree. All right, it's gone. Now, do you want another birdie? No, yeah, please. He's begging for one. We'll just go back to back, shall we? Oh, that's far. Well, it did a lot to spin and save me, but I think this is a good time, because I don't think we're going to birdie it from there, to say sub 70. I think you've cracked it. DTC proven, even though everyone's ideologies of DTC is wavered. You know, I think, like I say, DTC used to feel cheap. It used to feel like I'm not going to go DTC because meh. Now we're getting premium. We're getting proper stuff in the DTC category. So you could argue DTC is as alive as ever. Guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all for watching. Please hit the subscribe button and the bell notification if you don't already. We've got a lot of cool content coming up. I'll see you next time. I'm going to go and birdie it from this fringe. Watch Noah. You might have to move that lens. Oh, it's straightened! No! Anyway, outro, bye.